Hey everyone, how's it going? Baggie Brothers here, and on today's topic, we're going to be talking about the first 5 fixtures that West Brom have in the upcoming 2020-21 season. So who have we got in the first game, Adam?
So we've got Leicester in the first game. It's going to be a tough game. They've got a really good season last year. They finished 5th.
Absolutely killed it.
But they had a poor finish to the season, really. They lost quite a few games, didn't they? And they slipped up out of the top 4. So I'm sure Brendan will be getting them fired up for this season and ready to go. So
yeah, it's a tricky one. If Leicester continue that form that they had over, like you say, the last sort of few games where they sort of dipped off a bit, if they haven't really sort of reformed during this little break, we might be able to, get a draw or possibly scrape a win. But obviously they've got players in their team like Jamie Vardy, Harvey Barnes, James Maddison, Yuri Tielemans. They've got like really, really solid players, and it'll be a challenge, I think, to try and get a result there. But if we get a draw the first game back in the Prem, I will be more than happy.
yeah, I think the same. I think a draw would be a great result for us and a good way to start the season off. Anything more is a bonus, really, but I can't personally see it happening against a side like Leicester.
I mean, looking at our first 5 fixtures, I'll be happy with draws.
Yeah,
with most of them.
yeah, same here. I mean, if we can get 3 to 6 points out of the first 5, that's a really good start. A really positive start.
I'll be ecstatic.
Yeah.
Second fixture, we are against Everton.
I like Ancelotti. I think he's a top manager. He's managed all the big clubs, hasn't he? And he'll have them well organised.
Yeah, definitely. And again, like they're Everton for me. They're kind of funny as a squad. Like they've got obviously they've got good players. Didn't obviously have the season. Their last season wasn't exactly the greatest Everton season.
No, but when Ancelotti came in, you could see he made such a difference, didn't he?
Yeah, totally.
So,
such a huge difference.
And they've got, like I said, they've got such good players like Richarlison and Sigurdsson. They can change a game in a few seconds with a wonder goal, can't they?
Yeah, absolutely.
They're the key players we've got to kind of like shut out the game.
Yeah, absolutely. And again, it all depending on what goes on the transfers. I did read the other day, apparently we're rumoured to sign, and I'm going to butcher his name because I don't know how to pronounce it, Cenk Tosun, who's their striker, or one of their striker. Apparently we're rumoured to be interested and putting a bid in for him. So
yeah, he reminds me a bit of Rondon when we had him. He's a good lump up front, isn't he? Someone as a target man to hit the ball to, try and hold it up a bit. So
hopefully we'll have a slightly better end product than Rondon.
Hopefully.
But
yeah,
that's kind of a speculation thing. We're apparently interested in him. Who knows?
Yeah.
Right. The hard one.
Yeah.
Chelsea.
Should we skip the third game, or should we?
I think for everyone who supports West Brom, let's just not even bother. Let's just say we're going to lose. It's Chelsea.
Yeah.
It's Super Frank.
It is Super Frank, and he took over with no transfer window at all. He couldn't bring any players in.
Yeah.
And he still got them in the top 4. And now he's brought in players like Werner just to add to it, and their squad depth compared to ours is just unbelievable.
Yeah,
they can bring players off the bench who score them goals, won't they?
Yeah, so aren't they also supposed to be trying to get Kai Havertz as well? The young German kid, who through many hours playing Football Manager, is really good.
He is
great on Football Manager, so probably in real life going to be really good.
Yeah.
I might be.
I think even if they put their youth squad out, they'd give us a good run for their money. So
they're already playing a youth squad, really.
Yeah, I know they are. Yeah,
it's solid. Anyway, moving on.
Let's move on to the fourth game, which is more of a competitive game. Southampton.
Yeah,
we've got to look at getting points off clubs like this, I think, and it is doable if you can take out their key men. Them like Danny Ings and Ward-Prowse. If you can get them out of the game, we have got a chance.
Yeah, definitely. And they've just sold, again, going to butcher the name, Hjolberg.
Yeah.
They just sold him to Tottenham, who's one of their better players. So
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, again, very, very going to be like you say, one of those teams that, I mean, as far as the top 6 go, if we don't win a single game against the top 6, as far as I see it, that's still another, oh God, quick maths, still another 26 games for us to pick up points in. And yeah, teams like Southampton and the next team that we've got in the fixture, Burnley, those are like 2 teams that we have to try and get minimum a draw against.
Yeah. Especially away from home, I'd say minimum a draw. But at home, we've got to be looking to win those games.
Yeah, totally.
If we want to stay in there, but I do like Sean Dyche. I think he's a great manager as well. For like the budget,
done a great job.
For the budget he has, and for the squad that he's got, he gets the best out of them every game. They're solid at the back. They hardly leak any goals. But yeah, and they've also got a couple of ex-Baggie strikers, haven't they, who can punish us in Chris Wood and J Rod.
Yeah. So, well, I mean, just thinking about how J Rod performed the season just gone, like, I would just scoring goals from wherever he feels like.
Yeah, that goal against United just rings home in the top left. That was unreal, that one.
Yeah, we could have done with him. Just to make promotion a little bit more comfy, I think. But there we go.
We could have. So
go on then. Give me a breakdown. All 5. What are you predicting?
So I think Leicester's going to be a tough one. I think if we can get a draw out of that, that'll be a good start. Everton again, a draw would be good. Chelsea, I can't see us winning or drawing against them. But Southampton and Burnley are the ones that we've got to try and get 3 points out of. So like I say, if we can get between 3 and 6 points out of those first 5, I'd class that as a pretty good start with the teams we're up against.
Nice. I'm going to go for draw against Leicester. I'm going to go for a win against Everton, lose to Chelsea, draw to Southampton, and probably really, really scummingly, we're probably going to end up losing to Burnley. I do think there's a couple of teams. Yeah, like you say, Burnley are just one of those teams I don't trust. And also looking at how we were in the Championship, I've always felt like away from home, for some reason, I don't know if you felt this as well, but away from home, I always felt like we always seem to like play slightly better.
Yeah, I did as well.
Like, obviously at home we did pretty well with a few things, but I always just feel like I don't know if it's.
But I think that's because when we're at, I think it was a bit different in the Championship. When we were at home, teams would set up to defend against us, whereas when they were at home, they would try and get some points off us.
Aren't they? Yeah,
and they're a bit more loose, which meant Pereira could just work his magic. And
and we had two amazing technicians on the ball with Pereira and Diangana, who would just eat that sort of counter-attack football just straight up. So
yeah, exactly. Unfortunately, we haven't got Diangana back this year, but
there's still time. Still got the rest of the transfer window. Come on, Super Slav, it makes sense. Put some bids in.
We can hope. But talking about transfers, I think that's what we might be discussing next, mightn't we?
Yeah, I think it's worth us probably getting into the realm of who we're rumoured to sign, and if we could pick people for us to sign, who would we pick?
Realistic targets, though. We're not going to go with Messi because he wants to leave Barcelona.
Talk about all the people that we're rumoured to sign, and take it from there.
And it'd be great to hear off you guys as well. If you want to talk about, or want us to talk about, any potential transfers that you think would be good to the squad, let us know in the comments or across our social medias.
Absolutely. And if you've got any opinions on the first 5 fixtures that we've got coming up, also please, leave a comment. Let us know what you're thinking. If you think there's any, if you've got any ideas on any sort of surprise results you're seeing coming up, that'd be great. But yeah, thanks very much for watching and listening, and we'll see you in the next one.
Yep. Cheers, guys.